Hello, everyone. This is Bruno with a new segment called 10 Minutes or Less with Bruno, no BS. A very simple, casual interview here. No fancy cameras. Today, I have the honor to speak with Tracey, Vice President of KPost, one of the largest roofing companies in Texas. How you doing, buddy?
Pretty good, Bruno. How are you?
So far, so good. Tell me something. How long have you been in our roofing industry?
I've been in the roofing industry for just over 14 years. So that's spent entirely at KPost. Before I was in the roofing industry, I was in construction-related fields. Before that, I was a maintenance man, worked at a hardware store during college, that kind of stuff. But yeah, KPost has been my first roofing experience.
All right, first and only one, man. And
Yep.
It's incredible that you became the vice president of the company.
Yeah, when I started, I was making $14 an hour working in the service truck, and have touched just about every job within the service department on my growth through the company.
And this is what I love about companies like KPost, because they praise employees, grow together with the company. That's great. That's incredible. You know, when did you realize roofing would be a career for you?
Oh, when did I realize? I liked it immediately because it kept me busy and it both engaged my brain and my body. So I like that. I'm kind of a busybody. But as a career, probably 3 or 4 years into it, I started getting involved in the Midwest Roofing Contractors Association pretty heavily. My boss, Steve Little at the time, the MRCA was the first regional or national organization to have a young contractors council. And he put me on the very first Young Contractors Council there at MRCA, and I started to meet a lot of people, my age group, people that were like-minded, started to get experience with a lot of different kinds of views, meeting other people, and I really fell in love with the industry.
Tell me your job description. What do you do for KPost?
Some people may say like a service manager, but it's a little, I wouldn't really call it that. I do get involved in the day-to-day business of the service department, but I'm more interested in, or more focused on, how do we grow it? How do we turn it into a machine that has less hiccups? If we're processing 6,000 work orders out of one location every year, what is it can we do to speed that process up, to make it more customer centric, to notify the customers faster, to get the work done better, all kinds of stuff like that. I really love my job. I kind of get to play owner of service, and I get to help build this big machine. And then I sit and I play with it. I tinker with it. You know, do we need to take this piece and move it over here? Do we need to turn this speed up just a little bit faster and this speed just down a little bit? So that's really what I spend a lot of my time doing, as well as, you know, selling, trying to grow the business is how do we make it a better machine?
So you do a little bit of everything. You have family, you have kids?
I do. I have 2 kids. I have a 12-year-old daughter and then a 10-year-old daughter that we adopted from Colombia about 3 years ago.
Oh man, very nice. How hard it is to separate business and family?
That's a loaded question.
Oh.
For me, it's easy. I'm really good at shutting it off when I leave work. I'll still think about things and come up with ideas, but I'm pretty good about not letting it bother me, or letting it get to me while I'm at home. So usually on that drive home, I can usually decompress and then totally be focused with my family when I get home. Now I am a very big family guy. Love my kids. I come from a very stable family. I've actually been doing some stuff on LinkedIn about my family and my background and stuff like that. So for me, family is such a huge part of my life that I think I find it a little easier to switch off the work and go to family time.
What do you see for a future of industry, for the new generation coming up right now?
I think it's limitless, really. There's still not a whole lot of people thinking that roofing can be a successful future for them, or they're not even considering it. You know, you go to all the regionals, you go to the national shows, and everybody's trying to attract young talent. And I wouldn't have thought about it either when I was younger. When I was in school, I was trying to go to school for an engineering degree. I ended up changing my major twice and had a very distinguished career at the University of Iowa. But I graduated after 7 years with a degree in history. And now I'm here back in roofing. I would have never thought that roofing or commercial roofing or residential roofing could have led me to such a promising career. So I think that's really the big thing is we got to get the word out there. But as far as the industry itself, we're always going to need roofs. In one format or the other, there's always going to need to be a need to waterproof and weatherproof a building. So I think we're just got to get the word out there to the younger generation.
Any message out there for the people watching this video, my followers, people that follow KPost and yourself now, you put some videos out there. So any message, it could be towards the COVID-19?
My biggest thing is for the industry is just get involved. Find a group of people that you connect with. I mentioned that, as part of the Young Contractors Council at MRCA, I'm a board member now at MRCA. I got too old to be part of the Young Contractors Council. I got old, so they kicked me out of that group. But I was also involved in the Future Executive Institute through NRCA at Northwestern University. I'm still in contact with a lot of my classmates there. Nicole Eisenhart, we just had her on a few weeks ago. She was part of my FEI 5 class. But find something to get involved with. Find people that do what you do outside of your market that aren't your competitors, that you can bounce ideas off of, that you can call up when times are tough, that you can call up when you have an issue and you have a solution, or if it's someone to go and visit their building. One of the things KPost has really done with me, they've given me a lot of education opportunities through MRCA, through NRCA, but I've seen a lot of other roofers' shops, whether it be in Florida, in California, in Denver, here in Texas, up in Chicago, in New York. Go see other roofers, get connected, figure out how you can put your brains together and solve the same problems.
Tracey, it was a pleasure talking to you. Thank you so much. Nice to see you again, buddy. I know the last time I had so much fun when I came and performed a demo at your facility. You guys carried me on the shoulders. It was incredible. You guys really treat me like a family. Thank you so much, my friend. Next time I'm in town, we're going to grab lunch together if we can. Okay?
Sure.
All right, my friend. You be safe out there. Thank you.
Thank you too, Bruno. Be safe.